Welcome back to Idea Studios once again. Yes. So today, we moral lesson part will give you people. Before the story, after the story, I will give you the moral lesson. Now let's dive into the main story why we are here. Now, see, some few weeks back, few weeks ago, the issue between Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and Anas Arimiyao, um, it has been in existence for a while that these cases were here, then justice wasn't served, and it was taken to what? The US court. Now, some few weeks back ago, we heard that we got the news that indeed Honorable Kennedy Agyapong has what? Defamated Anas Harimi Yao. And it was stated clear. And the award or the kind of damages that was to be awarded to what? Anas Harimi Yao, which was for the 80 million US dollars. When this news came out, people were saying, hey, Anas, you cash out. This one, the Anas cash out. Kennedy Agyapong will go broke. Kennedy Agyapong, if you pay the money. There is a whole lot of conversation about this. When it comes to the law and the proceedings of the court, you see, we don't just finalize things like that, although the judgment will be passed. But there is ways and how these lawyers and these people go about things. Now, so the breaking news that we have now is that the $80 million has been reduced to what? 500 US dollars as it stands now. And I've seen official communication from the Tiger Eye, yeah, that is from the Anas Arimiya's what camp, that the $80 million has what reduced to what? $5 million. And these are some of the reasons why or how these things, how all these money was what reduced to what? 500 million, 500 US dollars. Now, you see, this defamation that was caused by Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, the law has emphatically stated that yes, indeed, he has caused what? Defamation. So, per the law, yes, he has caused defamation. And per even with the letter that Anas carried come, yeah, we know that yes, the victory has been given to Anas Arimiyao. Don't sit there and say that because they have reduced the money doesn't mean that Anas didn't win the case. Justice has been served. Anas won the case. That is what he wanted per the communique that he brought out. That what he wanted was to win the case, for justice to be served to him. And indeed, he had it. That is the first part. Now, the second part is the reward about what happened. You see, whenever someone, although they take you to court, there are some of what things that will happen. The defamation that Honorable Agyapong caused to what? Anas Arimiyao, the kind of things that will happen to him after defamation, the cost, maybe he will lose something, he will lose some contract, this, blah, blah, blah. So all these things that the court presumed earlier and awarded Anas Arimiyao with the 80 million. And now, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong lawyers took it that no, if you are awarding this, then they have to prove that indeed these damages were indeed caused. So therefore, if you are able to prove these damages that was caused to Anas Arimiyao, then you're going to pay the money. And per the law proceedings and kind of information that we've read on the internet, they couldn't provide evidences to prove that indeed, when Honorable Kennedy Agyapong defiled what Anas Arimiyao, these were the damages that he caused. These were the kind of things that he went through. These were the emotional kind of things that he went through. That indeed, because of these damages, they have to pay this amount of money to him. And Anas Arimiyao people or his lawyers couldn't what? His lawyers couldn't what? Prove that indeed these were after the defamation. These were the damages that was caused to Arimiyao. He lost this, but it didn't come out. So therefore, they are not what? Paying the money. So the judge sat down and watched both sides. They gave them whatever that they do in their court. Just everybody should bring this whatever. Then the judge sat on it. Then you knew that no, okay. Although we had all this defamation, indeed you have won the case and you have been defiled. But now the amount of money that will be given to you, because you weren't able to prove that indeed you were hurt, this happened to you, this happened to you, you lost this through the defamation of Kennedy Agyapong, you had this happened to you, because you are unable to prove that, then you are going to go by the law. Per the law of US, these kind of I think I've forgotten the name, But the limit that was given, because he wasn't able to prove all these things, the limit was what? 500 what? US dollar. That was the limit amount that he used to give to the person. That was what? 500 what? US dollars. So these were some of the reasons why this sum amount of 80 million has been reduced to what? 500 what? US what? Dollars. Because analysis what? Lawyers weren't what? Able to prove the damages that was indeed caused by Kennedy Agyapong. So don't just sit there because no, don't just sit there and say anything. Hey, Kennedy Agyapong has won the case because they have reduced the money. No, indeed, Anas has won the case. He has won the case between him and Kennedy Agyapong, and the court has stated that was indeed he has what deferred what Anas, but the damages that was caused, the reward that must be given or that was given earlier, no, the people, the Kennedy Agyapong people would file another what proceedings that no, this and this and this and that. So therefore, they should prove the damages that was caused. So that yes, then you know, okay, yo, this happened to you, this happened to you. So therefore, let's give you what this sum of amount of money. And Anas Arimiyal people weren't able to prove all those things. So therefore, the money was what reduced to what 500 US dollars. But put it in clear that indeed Anas won the case. He has won. And per his communique that he released this morning or this afternoon, I think all what he wanted to say is that yes, indeed, this case, he has won. But his interest wasn't in the money. His interest wasn't in the money. His interest wasn't in the money, but his interest was in the victory. And indeed, that the court has what made justice what fair and what it is what it is. So now that's what is going on after some few back and forths in the court of law. Yes, so yes, it is what it is. Congratulations to both of them that they have all tried to minimize their strength and maximize whatever they have to maximize, because the 80 million they not Charlie it emotion yes, so that it don't be small amount of money. Big congratulations to what Kennedy Agyapong was lawyers, and when you go to the social media and also people are writing things. Yes, but here they will give you the vividly. Yeah, so yes. Until then, I'm your ideas. Please subscribe, share, and like this video. We will crush.